Okay, there we go. We should be all good and set up. Hello, everybody. Hi. Welcome to our Friday live stream. I am here. No vlog this morning, as I mentioned last week. There wasn't time for that with all the holiday stuff, but I am here and on time for our weekly Friday appointment. So I was checking to see if there's a Warbringer spawn. I might just like swing over and check another one because there's like nothing up here. I am 2 of 3 Warbringer mounts. We're almost there. If I can just find one more of them, and of course that's the hardest one to find because you not only have to find a Warbringer up, it has to be the correct Warbringer out of the 3. But if I can get one more, then I will be, able to stop doing this and then camp something else. I'm sure there's other things in Pandaria that I could be camping for, probably not pets, but like mounts or toys that I might need. But I don't know exactly what. Early for what's up, Victoria? How are you doing? Hello, Alexander. Michael, Gia. How was your Thanksgiving? Hi, Kristen. Thanksgiving was wonderful. It was a long drive, and it ended up being kind of a long drive both ways because there was an accident on the highway on our way up, and that ended up slowing us down like an additional hour out of what it was already going to be like a 3-hour drive. And then on the way back, it was thankfully clear and not too much by way of accidents, but there was very, very, very heavy rain, and we came back actually late last night. So a lot of time traveling. The food was wonderful, and it was actually just so nice to sit and spend some time with some families. That was nice. Love the braid. Thank you. This is my. I mean, typically I usually put my hair like if I've done my hair as I did this morning. I'll usually put it in a braid so that it doesn't get too fluffy before I stream. But today I just kind of like the braid, so I left it in. It turned out all right. What is a good class to get the hippo mount? Whichever one you like playing in PvP. There is probably an answer. Like, the answer is probably something that is easy to do. It depends on if you want to try and grind it out in 2s or 3s. 3s will be faster, but you need to convince 2 people to play with you instead of just 1. I don't know if I'm the right person to answer that. There's probably a right answer as to what's an easy thing to learn quickly for PvP at that bracket, but I'm not quite sure what it is. Use MBB for your add-ons, looks more organized. MBB, I've never heard of that, but I have often been irritated by how annoying all of the different minimap bubbles are, so I'll make a note of that. MBB add-on bubbles. Map bubbles. Okay. Man. This is a, not that alright, there's a none up here anyways. I'll just log over into my priest. This is my first time wearing my new, this is like the World of Warcraft the Blackout shirt, and you'll never notice otherwise because it's like hidden behind the microphone and it's like hard to see unless you're looking for it, but I do like it. It actually fits pretty good considering that they didn't have like a women's cut of this one. Men's small seems to be the right thing. Finally, awake early enough to catch you on stream. I hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving. I did. It was splendid. And you know what's even, I mean, not even better, but you know what's also very gratifying this time of year? Is it's Black Friday today, and for many people that means frantic retail shopping. And as an ex-retail employee and somebody that has worked both Black Friday, because Canada did adopt them before I left, which was dumb, and then also Boxing Day, I am just enjoying so much being home and not going anywhere and staying right here in my apartment and not leaving on Black Friday, not shopping, not out there working. I mean, I'm here, but this doesn't count. That's just the best thing, is not having to just, it's like a therapeutic thing every year just to realize that I can stay home, because I had a few Christmases, and I think a lot of people do that work retail, for Boxing Day especially, where I had like homework to do to like prepare for like my sales day, and I was like making sure I had orders ready for clients like on Christmas, and ooh, I really like just being able to like kick back and enjoy the holiday. 3-hour tour. Hey Hazel, I am currently getting a pedicure. Thankful I made it to the live stream like right now. That's fancy. I can't say I've done that, in, at least not in quite a few years, but that sounds very relaxing. Joining your stream while I have a few drinks. Late here in the UK. Had a stressful day at university. Thank you for keeping up the great content. Much love for the UK. Cheers, Ben. I hope you have an awesome night. Hey Hazel, how's it going? What's up, Adam? Going all right. So we're today doing island expeditions, and we're gonna do them on heroic because I read somewhere that, I read somewhere. I wish I could remember where all this info was from, but it was something credible said that they have confirmed stuff is more likely to drop on a higher difficulty. So I'm going to be doing at least heroics. And let's see, what kind of talents do I want? I'm probably going to take Lingering Insanity just because more explosions, Dark Ascension, same principle, Shadow Crash, Dark Void. I could actually do Mind Bomb, but I'll stick with Psychic Horror, or even, maybe, yeah, Psychic Horror is fine. I like that one, and then these should do fine. So I'm going to be doing viewer groups for this. The way I do that is I list in the group finder, it's just Island Expeditions, so the first 2 to apply. I'm going to, because we're doing heroic, I'll set a minimum item level of like whatever it suggests for me. It might be 320, we'll see. And then after every expedition, I will drop group, make a new group, and we will get as many of these done in the next 2 hours as we possibly can. So I don't have any, like, I'm not going to do buffs or food or anything. It's just heroic Island Expeditions. But I was going to look up, and I forgot. So the group listed is going to be under Island Expeditions. This is North American servers. This is Alliance only. I am for the Alliance, so I'm not going to be doing any Horde games. And the title, we're just doing them on heroic. The title is going to be Hi, I'm Hazel. And I'm just going to list it like that. Hang on, what did I say? Sorry. Item level. Minimum item level 310 recommended. Sounds fine. We'll set it at that. And first 2, and then we'll try and get as many of these through as we can. I would love to get some loot out of these. I have almost given up on Island Expeditions because of how poor the rewards have been for me. Okay, we got Fitz and Caldrogo. Welcome to the group, and I will queue us right up here. Heroic. I'm not even worried about the Azurite. I could care less about Azurite, but I would love some pets. Some pets would be the best thing. How often do you get items during islands? 1 in 3, 1 in 4? I'm like 1 in 25. 1 in my whole expansion worth of doing Island Expeditions, which granted I've been very lazy about because I haven't been getting stuff from them, so it's not terribly encouraging. But we're gonna try and amp up that number today. So I need a mount. If we're gonna be doing this, I need a lucky mount. I should probably ride one of the ones that we got on stream. So let's pull out Invincible. Let's pull out the lucky mount that my lucky friends here kept me company getting, because that's a good one. Oh, we can be invincible buddies. I have local tea store that has a sticky honey chai. I'm dying to try. Ooh, that sounds good. Michael, thanks for the super chat. Any luck with Amazon and your PC parts? Thanks for asking. So, what ended up happening with that? So they were supposed to deliver this stuff a week ago, last Friday. And it didn't come on Friday. And I chat with their customer service. And they're like, well, sometimes it says delivered, but we haven't actually delivered it yet. Wait a day. And I've had that happen before. So I wait a day. And then it doesn't come. And I chat again. Sorry, we're just going to be looking for, what do you call them? Events and rares. I forgot to check the list of events and rares to find out which ones we specifically want. But as long as we're targeting events and rares, we should have some reasonable amount of opportunity here. So yeah, and then I wait a day and then I chat, and then I wait a day and chat, and after 3 times in that, when it had been 4 days, the guy basically just I got a different person every time, but they ended up refunding me, and they just gave me all the money back and said, well, those are probably never coming, and they haven't showed up yet, so I'm assuming they're not. So I ordered it all again, and it's going to be delivered Monday. I also, in that time, because I basically had to make brand new orders, I was able to change some things. Anytime you give me an opportunity to rethink my decisions, I will probably rethink them. And I was kind of irritated about the whole process anyway, so I did splurge a little. Actually, I don't even think it was a bigger splurge. I think it was the same amount of, it was about the same price that I'd spent before, maybe even a little, maybe like 10 or 20 bucks more. But I splurged a little bit for a slightly prettier case. I had originally chosen the Corsair 780T, which is, I'm sure, a wonderful case. And it was a good price, and it was going to do the job. But so I used to say that with PCs, I don't care if it is lit up like a Christmas tree. You know, it's a computer. It sits on my floor. I don't look at it. It's not on my desk. It's, you know, this isn't, I don't need it to be filled with RGB fidget spinners. That used to be my thing. And I've found that the more stressful just ordering the parts has gotten, the more RGB components I've ended up with, because I do kind of want to make it at least match now, because, I mean, some of the stuff came in RGB anyways. Like, my cooler has RGB on the pump head for some reason, and there was not a non-RGB version available to purchase of that cooler model, so I just ended up with that. And now I'm thinking, well, I may as well get the stuff to match. And the 780T had this red LED in the case that was not changeable unless you actually, like, pry it open and solder some stuff, and that is above my skill level. So what I ended up going with instead is I ordered a Fantex Enthoo Luxe Tempered Glass Edition, and I really hope that it makes it here in good shape, because that was the only complaint that I could really come up with from reviews, or people saying that if it gets delivered poorly, then you can end up with damaged parts, which I'm sure is true of absolutely anything in the world. But hopefully it's a very pretty case, and it's got some nice spots for lights. And then I also grabbed the Fantex RGB like expansion set so that I can make it match, because I think it would be very fun if I have my PC case set with all of the different lights coordinated to match whatever color my hair is currently. So if I have pink hair like now, I can have pink lights, and then if I go back to purple, I can have purple lights. I'm enchanted with that idea. I would love to stop and read chat, but I'm trying to live my expedition life, and I'm feeling very behind, and I've pulled this dude now, so I just keep talking. Normals, it's very, very rare that you miss an invasion. Normals are better because they're faster. I'm going off I can't remember if it's a rumor or confirmation, but something that I read convinced me that you're more likely to get stuff on heroics. And it is true that the things that I've gotten, I think it was a heroic one that I got, the only thing I ever got. They also said in that post, I think it was like a blue post, they're going to, in 8.1, either clarify or change or both the way that Island Expeditions award loot, which I'm looking forward to, but that still doesn't mean that I can't do my best now. Hey Hazel. Hey Omer, how have you been? Hey Hazel, I hope you're doing well. I am so happy. Just got home from a concert with Kylie. Is it Kylie Minogue? I don't know if I've ever heard anybody say her whole name. I know who you're talking about. Nice. Well, that must have been, that sounds like a fun show, actually. I haven't done a whole lot of concerts, but I'm very jealous of people that do them all the time, because they look like a ton of fun, especially if you have like people to go to that are super into that. Currently getting the pedicure. The guy that was painting my toes asked me what I was watching, so now he's searching your channel. Oh no. He plays WoW in order to improve his English. Oh, that's actually a really good idea. That seems like a good way to learn a language. I was watching an interesting video about different methods of language learning, and about how one thing that you can try if you're getting stuck with other methods is more contextual based stuff. So like watching shows without subtitles and trying to pick out words based on the context of what's going on. Like when there's more of a motivation for your brain to actually figure it out because you want to know, it sticks better rather than if somebody just told you what it meant and then you forget because your brain doesn't think it needs it or something. I don't know. YouTube learning, I'm not sure if it's worth anything, but it does sound interesting. And, you know, everybody goes on about immersion. Seems good. I, at one point, had tried to... Or I had changed the client of my WoW. I had changed the language of my WoW client to be. Let's see here. I probably shouldn't pull this whole thing. This is like a lot of people. Also, there's no rares up here. There's just like a chest. I had changed the language of my WoW client to Korean, but it occurred to me that I can't. It's really annoying to change. It took me like a while to do it, and then it was also annoying to change back. So if it was like a really quick toggle, then that would be fine. But because when I'm making videos, sometimes I'm showing where things are in the UI, and it won't do much good if most of my audience can't read. You know, it's not like I can read either. But the whatever's going on my screen, so I kind of give up on that idea. Hey Hazel, I know it's late. Just want to thank you for the old year guides. Helped my guild a lot. Thanks for watching them, Jazz Jackrabbit. I hope that anybody that enjoyed those stays tuned, or at least checks out the series of Battle for Dazar lore guides that hopefully will happen. I mean, I'm making them. It's just a question of how much good footage I have. I've got a good amount. I've got some good stuff. There'll be some stick figure animation as per usual, but there'll be some stuff. So we've got some quests we can look at if we make it all the way to the west coast out here. I see a torch that I might need. I'm gonna try and catch up a little bit. Oh no. Oh, so there's a torch, and then anti-venom. Okay. Oh, there's some Azurite over here. That'll do. I've tried sticky honey chai tea. It's lovely. It's very rich. Want to run an island? How do you queue? I list in the group finder. I'll list in the group finder, and it's just first come, first serve. I have that case. It's been so long since I've been able to make a stream. Welcome back. I've only done normals. I've gotten 4 or 5 pets from them. I know they can drop from normals. I'm just hoping that they're more likely to drop from these ones. We'll see. It's also a matter, maybe if you're doing normals, you get through more of them, you get more chances at the things that can drop you. Man, I don't know. Or the pets. Hi Hazel, hi chat. Hey Huggle the Muggle, how are you? How many mounts do you already have? I have, if we look at the list here, mounts 407, but that's not the number that's counted towards the achievements. I know we're still short of 400 because some of those are like horde-only mounts, for example. If we look at my achievement progress tracker, mounts, collections, so I'm 355 as far as what the achievement actually counts. So we have, we got the 350 fairly recently, and a good ways to go before 400 for the Frenzied Fell Talon, so it's nice to have things to work towards. I learned English watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer over and over with and without subtitles. So that's something that I was actually thinking of in the context of with like the subtitle thing, because I love watching Korean shows, but I know that if I have absolutely no subtitles, I'm just not going to know what's going on. And I might be able to get some of it, but I think what if I watched it with subtitles the first time so that I know the gist of what's happening, and then you watch it again, especially if it's one that you really liked, without the subtitles, and then you can, like, you don't necessarily remember each and every line, but you remember kind of the context of them. I think that might be good. Might be worth it. Got the surf jelly yesterday from an expedition. First mount from one. Congrats. I have Scuttle, and that's it. He's a good one to get. He's a good one to get for the first one, but that is kind of it. So we can help Sylvester. So we can just kind of work our way down along the coast here. I learned English by watching TV shows in English and reading books in English. Helps so much more than school. That was my first one too. Oddly enough, scored it with my main rather than my island twink. Island twink, is that a thing? Do people set up characters just for island expeditions? I never thought of that. What sort of things would you do? I mean, I guess you could have a set of. So from that one, we didn't seem to get much that time, which is quite all right. I could totally see having like a set of Azurite gear that is sort of catered towards AoE burst. But outside of that, what else do you do? So, thank you to Fitz and Caldrogo. And I'm going to leave this group. I'm going to catch up and chat a little bit, have a little bit of tea, and then I will queue up for the next one in just a minute or two here. How could they lose all of your PC parts? It wasn't everything. I hadn't ordered everything for them. I did get a few things from different sources, so I already have here safely my motherboard, my processor, my RAM, one of my 4 hard drives. One of the new hard drives. And that might be it. Hey, I got a new Heart of Azeroth level. 27. I'm not even ashamed. I don't really bother with it in the slightest. If it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't happen, then that's okay too. I just take whatever traits they let me take. I can't fathom wanting to grind Azurite. It just doesn't compute. Oh, let's see. I have a digital fan art I want to send. Where's the best place to do so? We have a art channel in the Discord, and you can also email it to me or tweet it at me. Hazelnuttygames@gmail.com for email, and Hazelnuttygames is my Twitter handle. Whichever is most convenient for you. I'd love to see it. Drop rates are the same. Never kill the unbound elemental or mine its ore. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you, it helps us get through more of them though. I don't have an optimal strategy. I'm just kind of doing my best over here. I have a 111 lock that can solo normal islands in 4 to 5 minutes. Oh, because of scaling. That makes sense. Does Joker like the colder weather? My husky gets crazy in the snow. He loves snow, but we don't get it very much here in Oregon. And then as far as everything else, he doesn't seem to notice the weather much. He's got some fur, so he doesn't. I've never seen him look or act cold, ever. He's not the kind of dog that's going to want to wear a coat. And he's also surprisingly water resistant. You can towel him off after taking him for a really long walk in like pouring rain, and his outer layer is a little wet, but he's surprisingly water resistant. Currently trying to learn French. I know the basics. I really like Duolingo. I don't think it's a perfect system, but it is free, and it is something that I really like because it's easy to fit in my schedule. I just do 10 or 15 minutes of that every day. I like things that track a streak of having done it. That's the only thing that really works on me to pick up new habits is tracking how many days in a row I've done something. And I like it for that. So I'm working through the Korean program. I would like to also do, if I, assuming that I ever finish and I'm comfortable with my Korean proficiency and can keep up with that, I would love to also learn French and also Chinese, like Mandarin, but one thing at a time. So I'm going to make a new group here. Same thing, heroic, title time, Hazel, item level minimum 310. And then first come, first serve, and we'll get 2 new people through this one. Still loving the glasses. Thanks, Nadia. Avoid mining, kill rares, wait until the 3rd phase invasion. Okay. So I knew about killing rares. All right, so 1, 2. Oh, that's it. We only need 2. Oh, so close. So close. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. We got... Oh. Did I delist too fast? Did we not get the 3rd? I'm always doing that. I always delist after the invite and before the join. I always forget. I'm sorry. Let's do that again. Start list. Pilgrim's Bounty, boring every year. Well, they didn't add anything this year. I think there may be some new stuff from, invited. I gotta wait for the joined. I just don't like leaving it up when I've already sent out all the invites, but I have to leave it up until the join goes through. Okay. All right. I'll queue us up here. So, no mining, no elementals, but you still want to do enough to win, though. You don't want to lose, right? The NPC that drops cold light hasn't spawned in island expeditions yet. That was the post that I was reading, I think. French isn't that hard to learn. French always seems easier to me than it ends up being. It always seems really easy at first. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this. I studied this in school, and I get to a certain point, and I'm just lost and stressed out. It's really easy up to a point, and then I'm like, oh no, I don't remember anything. Fries, kissing, and toast. I am... How would you pronounce that? Poin? I don't know how to pronounce the accent over the E, and I'm also not sure if it's important. Sometimes accents are just to get the name. Suggest an add-on, a to-do list for a week, like LFR, Island Expeditions World Boss. I don't know if I have anything like that. I don't use anything like that. I'm sure there is one. I just can't think of it off the top of my head, like a lockout to-do list. I know that Altaholic will track your lockouts to stuff across your characters. Okay, so what do you say? Kill rares, do not mine things, and do not kill elementals. All right. And probably don't kill random stuff, but it's too late for that, so we're just living our lives. Sometimes you just run ahead into the fray, and you just gotta do your best here. I'm learning Chinese right now. It's really hard, but also really fun. You should definitely give it a try. So far, I did the very first lesson that they give you on Duolingo for it, and it basically teaches you ni hao as well as ni and how. And that's all I've got, and I can barely even recognize the look of the characters. I feel like there's a better way to learn it. There was another Mandarin learning app that I don't remember the name of that I think was focused more on teaching you to draw the characters and like showing you, oh right, don't mind, that's right. All right, so we got a rare over here at least. Spine Snapper. I'm sure that if I had done my homework and had remembered which rares drop the things, you could target those ones, but I guess there might not be enough of them to actually get enough Azurite for everything, especially if you're not mining and you're not doing the elementals. So I'm going to... I always like a good psychic scream when things start to get scary. Like, sure, they might go off and pull some other stuff, but usually it saves my butt. Hazel stream, will I level my Smurf account? WoW Dev said the higher difficulty has the bigger chance on Twitter. Yeah, I saw the post in MMO. I just couldn't remember where it came from, but I thought it was a Feasel post. I thought it was a Muffinous post. Just don't kill the big Unbound. Let the NPCs do that. I'm using Hello Chinese. It's really good. Maybe that was it. I don't remember. All right, so I don't want to mine the thing. We're looking for rares. So we just like what? Just do laps? What about events? What about like quests? Should I grab the shovel? Could always use a good shovel, right? Also, I should probably make more efforts to not pull stuff, but that doesn't sound like me. There's a rare over here. I am a well-known butt puller. Oh, right here. Kinda my move. Did you make your turkey run into your fire? Oh no, I haven't actually pulled out my turkey pen. Maybe I should. It is seasonal after all. Let's see. I got the false knuckle bump from Island Expeditions today. One of my first drops. Nice. That one I do have more than just Scuttle, but that one was a drop for my husband. And he passed it on to me. So that one was like a gift. And I used that actually against So I use it in like this all monkey team against one of the world quests. The one I think actually it's where you have to Chaitara in Tiragard Sound. You have to make a certain amount of attacks against its carapace before you're able to actually do damage to it. The banana barrage is what I do for that. Like you set up. No, never mind. That's a different team. That's the team with the little blingtrons that sets up the turrets. Never mind. What do I use banana barrage for then? I use them for something. I don't remember. Should we just kill Horde? I don't know. Where do we go? I guess we can go down into that middle cavern area and see if there's any rares to be had over there. Grats from Belgium, or greetings from Belgium. Welcome. How are you doing? Memorize? I've used that to learn lots of characters. So it's not Memorize, because I've tried Memorize, actually. I was doing Korean for a while on both Memorize and Duolingo to see what I liked better. And Duolingo I ended up just doing because I think that I liked the free options of it better. I was repeating less stuff. But it might have been Hello Chinese. It was a very writing based one. Happy Friday, Hazel. Hey Asheline, how are you doing? Make as big of a pull as you think you can handle while farming the rares. I don't know how big of a pull I can handle. Shadow Priest does a good amount of burst damage, but as far as actually taking damage, I don't know if I could say that's my strong point. So if we can just avoid the Horde, head down into here. There's an extra hot torch, which I'm assuming we'll need for some kind of a quest. Can leave the chest alone. Although I don't want to fall too far behind. Like, I also don't want to lose, you know? I don't know if winning or losing has any impact on whether you get stuff, but you would assume that it's better if you win. I don't know. I found a rare. I found a kobold dude. Do you have a leveling guide? I have some videos about... I have a video that's about leveling... Yeah, actually I do. I did one after they changed the level scaling. And I'm trying to remember what it's called, but I do have one. Keep on hunting rares, the themed NPCs of the island. Do you focus on just killing rares rather than trying to win the expedition? I would ideally like both. But it looks like you're, like, without doing at least some of the chests and whatnot, you're not going to get enough Azurite to win. And I guess I don't need to win. I don't know whether or not winning affects your chances of getting stuff. Like, if you lose, can you still... Have you guys gotten pet or mount drops on expeditions that you have otherwise lost? Can anybody report on that? The Horde just wastes your time. Wooden chest always has a rare. Okay. Hope you're having a good Friday. I am, actually. Oh, man. It kind of feels like a weekend right now. I guess just because yesterday was a holiday and we did the whole trip up to visit the in-laws. Like, today just kind of feels like a Sunday. It kind of feels like yesterday was Saturday and today's like a Sunday. I got, like, really, really good sleep. And then, I have just been, so there is Azurite. We don't, like, we could do it if we want... We could do it if we want to catch up at least, because the Horde is winning right now. They are presently winning. Yeah, it's just nice and relaxed and laid back. I have been playing a little more Stardew Valley. I'm a little bit obsessed. I may have slightly burned the grilled cheese that oh, there's a rare. Oh no, that's that rare. That's the other rare I see. I may have slightly burned the grilled cheese that I was making for lunch because I was like. Usually when I make a grilled cheese, I make it on like a pretty low heat and I do it for a really long time. And what that does is it makes it like, make sure the cheese is all melted. It makes sure that, the bread is like browned, but typically not burned. And then it makes, cheese melted, bread brown, but not burnt. That's it. That's what you want. You want it crispy, you want it melted, and you don't want it burnt. It's the dream. And I waited too long because I had the bread on the pan and it was on the right thing, but it was too I'm gonna disperse here. I sat down on the floor and was like looking something up about sorry. Having a hard time multitasking at the moment. Looking something up about Stardew Valley on my phone, and I ended up like reading for ages trying to find out how long it takes for pickles to make pickles, which isn't even all that important. I think it turns out it's like 2 days. And then my sandwich burnt, and I had to try and scrape off all the burned bread of the sandwich. So, how are we doing? We are a little bit behind. We could go back and kill that elemental. We're at the halfway. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess just to catch up. It feels like there's no right answer. I don't know where all the good stuff is. I don't even know what the themed NPCs of the island are. I have one pets in a loss. You can. I've lost a couple, still gotten pets. Okay, so should I just not worry about winning and just worry about looking for the stuff that drops pets? That's so silly. It's such a, it seems like it's if it's the correct thing to do, then that's what I'm gonna do, but it just seems so weird that you should just kind of like abandon all hope of winning, forget about the objective, and just look for stuff. I went out of my way to do a wooden chest to trigger the Pandaren Fire Spirit. That's the last elemental pet I need from Island Expeditions. I'll have to keep an eye out for those. It looks like it would be probably hard to see, especially when it's dark like this. Ahoy is on Curseforge. Ahoy. So is that like an Island Expedition add-on? What does it do? What does it what does it do for you? Should I be getting an add-on for this? What's your item level? I'm item level wearing my teleport cloak. That's a good point. Hang on. I'm item level 374. That's better. Don't pretend like you haven't done it too. I mean, maybe you haven't. Maybe that's just me. But I do that fairly often. So that's a thick webbing. I think I can unlock that. I have an extra hot torch. Do the quests drop anything? Are there any rewards that are tied to the quests? So I'm actually going to drop my Vampiric Embrace. Throw that out. This out. Should be able to do get a little bit of AoE healing here. So the quests, like the unlocking people, I know there's an achievement that you get from doing them all, or at least I think that's true. But I don't know if there's any actual like pets that you can get from it. If you're wooing Harvey, he loves coffee. Yeah, so Harvey is my boy because everybody else in that game seems to be like 8. Like I'm not trying to romantically involve my character with somebody that's living in their parents' basement. So oh, here we go. Victoria, thanks for the super chat. Are you going for the ball pet goat? Saw a video about it yesterday. I am not doing ball today. I don't know when I'm doing ball, but I have not done it yet, and it is a very good idea. I should do either a video or a stream or something to get that one day because I do want it. It is a very cute pet. It looks really cool. Why did you decide to learn Korean? There's just a lot of Korean kind of floating around in different things that I enjoy. I like watching Overwatch, like competitive Overwatch and Overwatch League, and there's a good amount of Korean players in that. And surrounding that, like their YouTube videos and whatnot, like the Soul Dynasty YouTube videos, they do have some subtitles, but and like their streams and whatnot, it'd be nice if I knew a little more Korean for that. And then you know, I like to watch me some K-dramas, not above that. Yeah, so Harvey and the coffee. I knew that he liked coffee, but I hadn't really thought it through because I was like, I'm just going to make him pickles. I can make him pickles. I'm just going to make him pickles. And I've been doing that because he also loves pickles. But I got a coffee bean. I had a coffee bean drop from a Death Sprite. And I was really tight on inventory space, so I just sold it. And I'm kicking myself now because I thought I could buy them. I thought I could just buy one from Pierre to plant coffee later when I actually wanted to start making coffee after I got my keg because I don't have a keg yet. But then I found out that I don't think you can. I think that you have to either have it drop from the Death Sprite or get it from like the Traveler's Cart. So now I'm mad that I sold it, and I'm gonna have to farm another one because I'm gonna need to make some coffee for my boy Harvey. Otherwise, I'm just giving him pickles all the time. It's gonna give him bad breath. All right, so this one is almost done. Is there anything else? So everything is revealed. So are we looking for the X's? Are those likely to be rares? I don't really know. So it shows what drops of mobs you most over in target, how many rares you've killed. Haven't used it, seen it mentioned here and there. Oh, that sounds like a great idea. We'll check that out. After this expedition, I will install that, and then we can see what it's like. So if we head up here, there's another balloon. That sounds like something that is right up my alley. So we'll give that a look. Found the add-on. Hope it helps you too. Executive assistant. Oh, that's like for the to-do list and stuff? That might be good. Maybe that's what I need to actually want to do things because I have been so lazy this game. I think part of it's just my Stardew Valley addiction. Once I'm over that, I will have more motivation to play WoW maybe? I don't know. Oh no. All right. So we got a coin pouch. And that's it for that. Try again. Should do ball on stream. Yours would do the run with you, help keep you motivated. I do have a fully upgraded Una. I did a guide about how to upgrade your Una. I've done guides for most of the secret stuff so far. I just haven't I haven't done Ball yet. Ever since BFA came out, I feel like I haven't had quite enough time. The quests do add to your loot table. Okay. I don't know if you need to win the item, the island. People are saying that you don't. I ran through a Mythic Plus with my teleport cape on. You read my mind when you said to pretend like we don't. That's gotta be a thing that's not just me. Okay, so I'm gonna get Ahoy. I'm gonna download Ahoy. So you're gonna see a black screen here for a bit, probably. Let's find out, because I'm gonna exit, pull up Twitch, download the add-on. In the meantime, we can chat and hang out with Fleta here. He's been kind of pouting a little bit ever since I got home. He's doing good, but he likes to sit. He likes to sit on the bottom. Sometimes he sits in his plants. I'm frustrated that his plants haven't been growing higher. They do grow a little bit, but it's very slow, and I don't really want to mess with it to try and get it to grow any faster because, all right. Island Expedition Help. So it only has 1,000 downloads. It looks like it got updated today. It looks like a pretty small add-on, but I would love to try it. And I wonder if there's any more that I should try. Anybody else got any good island add-ons that I should try? Let's see. While I'm here, I'm going to browse. Let's see if there's anything I can find. What are the top downloads? Is there any island-related sounding things in top downloads? Atlas Loot. Atlas Loot? I haven't used Atlas Loot in a long time. I used to use Atlas Loot to try on gear, or to like look for gear back in Wrath. We'll just try Ahoy. Nilsaurus, thanks for the super chat. It's Hazel time, best time of every day. Alright, so I'm going to shrink the fish back down before I forget. His Fleta uses coconut shelter a lot. Almost never. Almost never. He does use it occasionally. I have seen him in it, but he doesn't like it as much as I thought he would, because every beta that I've had otherwise loves being in things, and it seems like a good thing to be in. It's got like a nice little cave, a nice little hole. It's nice and dark in there, but for whatever reason, he usually just kind of like hangs out right at the front right there. How long did it take you to get the amulet for Bumbles? I'm having a hard time looting it. So it took me, I think, 2.5 hours-ish approximately, but you should have an easier time if you're farming those little non-aggressive bees. So instead of farming the mobs near the apiary, but there's wild, I don't remember the exact name of them, but they're bee mobs, and you can find them over here, kind of like by the Millstone Hamlet area, a little bit west of there. And you can also, I think, find them up sort of in this area, I think. They're not aggressive, they're smaller, they're like technically minions, so you might need to enable minion nameplates in order to see them, but that should do it. So are there options that I can look at for this Ahoy before we get to the next one, see what it's all about? I don't see that. What if I go /Ahoy? Also, I forgot to get the thing that, all right, /Ahoy doesn't do anything. I forgot to get the thing that, oh, here it is. Ahoy! All right, this doesn't do anything. Oh, it does something. There we go. Selected mob loot from the targeted mob in the right tab. Okay. Mob category on mouse over. Rewards at the end. Open with the expedition. Okay. What else we got? Okay, cool. I like this actually. So it shows you how many you've killed, what their classification is, your score. I don't know what the score means. Rewards from the selected thing. Okay. Well, we'll do an island and we'll see what that looks like. Let's, I'm going to put us in, or list up another group. So same thing, islands, start, heroic. We're doing a heroic one. And title, Hi, I'm Hazel. I do collect toys. I don't use toys much, but of the toys that I do use, Corgi goggles, the new Corgi goggles are pretty good. And then the Coin of Many Faces is like a raid night classic. My whole raid, or at least a large part of my raid, loves to use that on every raid night and see what we end up as, and then we raid as those things for the raid night. All right, so we're gonna go heroic, and we'll see what Ahoy can tell us. I think Una just needs a wand. That was fun. One more thing to mark off my bucket list for 2018 bucket list. I don't know if I'm worthy. Stardew Valley is so relaxing to play. It's very addictive. I I have a hard time putting it down once I picked it up, because there's always like the time when you want to put it down is at the very end of the day, right? Because that's when the game saves. And so I'm just gonna put this. Can I move it? Can I not move it? Let's see, there's got to be a way to move it. Can I? How do I unlock the frame? Left click, click and drag. Okay, click and drag in the border. Click and drag in the border. There we go. I can move it. All right, let's put it up here for now. That seems like a reasonable place to put it. I love the design of it. Somebody did a good job on the art assets for that add-on. I got a candle pet. Grats. That's awesome. I won a free copy of Stardew Valley. I've never played it. I think it's very much worth at least trying with. All right, exit show both Azurite and bosses. All right, so we'll kind of aim for those, I suppose. Look just for stuff that can give stuff that gives stuff, I guess. And we're not going to worry too much about looting, or at least I'm not going to worry too much about looting chests or winning, because it sounds like it's not important. So there is a thing. It looks like I might be able to open that bundle with this torch, maybe. I'm just going to stun that guy. And I'm going to, I can't mount up yet, but can I? Yeah, I can unlock that webbing, so I can help that person over there. Oh, I see. So there's different, these are the different things that can drop from just the mobs. I didn't know that the regular mobs, I thought it was rares only. Maybe it's rares only for like mounts and pets, but you can still get transmog from regular mobs. Interesting. So if you're looking, like you specifically want the spider acolyte set, then you would just look for spiders. I see, I see. Also, I see that there's a rare up the hill there, and I think I should probably go back and try and get that. Make sure you complete previous quests. The winter market lets you get a free cup of coffee every 10 in-game minutes, lasts for 3 days. I want to grow coffee so that I can make coffee, so that I can give it to my boy Harvey. Especially after, if I can get Harvey to marry my character, then I'm going to need to give him lots of presents to make sure he still likes me, and coffee is going to be a lot faster to make. Is it going to be faster? Alright, so this, it's not showing him on, I'm trying to figure out exactly where. This is a rare. I guess it doesn't have to be a rare that gives a thing. Furbolgs can give you plundered bear-carved fists, apparently. So you've killed one rare Furbolg and one rare troll. I want to try and find a mob that does have a chance to drop a petter amount, and then see if like it'll show it on mouse over. Because using this window is fine, but if it can show me in like the mouse over tooltip, that would be cool. So we've got another rare Furbolg over here. But it looks like Furbolgs, if they're only giving... I wonder if I can resize the window so I can see the rest of that word. I'm assuming it says fists. That would be something. Let's see. The honey puddles, elementals, and the yetis. I like the non-aggressive bees are faster to kill. They have much less health. They're in groups, and then you don't have all these other things that are around you that... you don't have all these other things in the area that are aggroing you that you have to kill. Wish more coins would drop from expeditions. I can start saving up for the vendor mounts. I'm assuming, and I don't know if this is true, but I'm assuming that after 8.1, with those outrageous prices on the vendors, that you will have, I'm assuming that after 8.1 that you'll have more doubloons dropping, because that would be the way that they would go about having, making it so it's not super worth it to like grind the doubloons ahead of time, because we're not getting that many now, so it seems like it would be kind of not worth it, but that only works if they give you more after the patch. I'm not banned on Twitch, no. I like it here. I'm having fun. Thank you for the Bumble's help. What add-on is that? So this add-on is called Ahoy. This is an island expedition add-on that we are trying out today on stream. Rotting wooden chests and invasion chests. I'll try and open rotting wooden and then invasion chest. Okay. What server are you on? I play on Lightbringer. Add-on's called Ahoy. Should I get it? If you like what you see it doing here, this is my very first day using it. I've never used it before today. And so the Sacks of Azurite would be, I mean, they're not invasion quests. He's just guarding those. I would like to see what I want is on mouse over. So target giant, no reward. So this guy won't give me anything. So this is not the dream. This is current. I see. It's not in the mouse over tooltip, but it will tell you in this window up here. Okay, well that's all right then. I can here. Let me see if I can res you. Are the vendor mounts anything cool? Which vendor mounts? Which vendor mounts? Vendor mounts are often cool, so I should not pick up that Azure. I see. What else can we find? They're like, you mean, which vendor mounts? There's like rep vendor mounts. There's vendor mats that are just for gold. There's all kinds of vendor mats. What do we got in here? There's a reinforced chest. That's not rotting wooden ore invasion. The hoarder up there. We don't care about them. We can go check out, like, the south coast. See if there's anything good out that way. The Furbolg are the themed NPCs of the island. Oh, that's a bummer. Because there's not a whole lot going on. Oh, I found a rotting wooden chest, though. I found a rotting wooden chest. This will be the fire elemental, you said? Or maybe it's just a chance to be the fire elemental. This is a... Actually, I don't have very many pets, so I'm sure that I need things for most things. So if I'm clicking on Autumn Breeze, it says target sprite, and he has a chance to drop the Thistle Brush Bud. Okay. Okay. That works. That works. I like that. I'll use this. Wooden chest can spawn Pandaren elementals as well as sprites. Okay. Are these gaming glasses you have on? Yeah, these are gaming glasses from Gunner. I also have some gaming glasses that are less expensive from Gamma Ray. If you pick up the globes, Insta-Resurrect heals the allies. Was there a globe, though? I didn't see one, but also I'm a little distracted. Also, I know I shouldn't open this, but it's right here, and it's hard to not. It's hard to restrain myself. So if we've looked through all of that, I guess we can just kind of like run up this way. Go up this side of the island and just look for rares. The Furbolg. Okay, so the Furbolgs are the theme, and they don't give me anything good. Plundered bear card. I wish that I could. Oh, I can click on that. Okay, so it's a fist weapon. It sells for some amount of money if you can get it. Probably like good for transmog maybe, but that's not a pet or a mount. I want pets and I want mounts, and I suppose toys. Toys are good too. Or the cave up here. Anything good in there? Or the heavy boulder. Is that a quest or is that just a boulder? I will find out. I'm curious. So, okay. Muskin. What's a muskin? Target yak? Oh, so can you get... So it doesn't... Maybe it doesn't have to be a rare. Maybe I should be trying to do more just stuff, you know? Like, if these random butts yaks could give me a musk flank calfling, then maybe I want to kill more of them, even if they're not like a rare yak, you know? Maybe I've been going about this all wrong. I always thought it was like only rares, but maybe those just have a better chance. Maybe this is still a chance. How's the Amazon situation? It's been resolved. I'm not upset with them. Like they, it would have been better if it hadn't happened, but I will accept the refund. They didn't do anything on top of that, but I suppose it's fine. I did reorder the parts from them, so if they lose it twice, then I'm mad. But it's should be fine. I'm getting the new stuff in on Monday. And then my case I ordered from somewhere else, and that should be on Saturday. So Monday should be the last of my parts, and that would mean that I can get building on Tuesday. That's my plan. That's the dream. So I'm gonna lift this boulder. Oh no, it just gives me a boulder that I can throw at something. Well, that's fine, I suppose. Gives you a combat boost. They're not prescription, they are just for the tint. That's it. That's the only reason why I wear them. Also, I think that I like the way they look too. Once I got 2 heal spec party members, it took forever. I bet you were very, very safe though. I bet you were exceedingly safe. Okay, so there is a quest over here. So I'll see what he wants. Sometimes they just want you to click on them. As well as this Furbolg person. Sliced melon. What's going on with this quest? Wow, it is an article. I've had it linked to me before, and I think I bookmarked it. I just haven't actually sat down and read through it. It's something that I really should do. Yakety yak. Just got in. What's the add-on you're using? It's an add-on called Ahoy. It's an add-on called Ahoy, and seems to be a bit of a sleeper. You know, it didn't look super popular on Twitch, but I am quite happy with how it's been doing so far. So what do we need? We need to help him. How? Where is he? Oh, we helped him. There we go. I didn't see that add anything to this list. So it looks like the Hoarder up north. We can go, oh, the portals. I bet the portal's good. So if we can, like, sneak by the Horde and head to this thing in the middle, that might be good. That looks interesting. I bet there's good stuff down there. Is there anything good here, or am I just making stuff up? Is that not a portal? Am I confused? I think I'm confused. It looks like a portal I can take somewhere. Does that not look like a portal? Am I lost? We can, there's an active one over here. Oh, because this is like the invasion. I see. Naga invasion. All right. These guys are not rare. What happens if I... Okay, so we can kill these and then we can take that blue portal. That probably goes somewhere fun. Have you got any mounts from islands? Not one. Never. I figured today would be a good day to just kind of like hang out on stream and do islands with you guys and then see if we can't get anything. You know, it doesn't have to be a mount. I would take a pet. I would take a toy. I added myself. Okay. What's in the, I wonder, I mean, I guess I'm going to find out what's in the water portals. So these guys are Naga. Does it say what they can drop? Oh yeah, so Naga, Inky, the Octopus Fry. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have been, maybe that's my mistake, because I have been always trying to avoid, oh, this is cool. This is like the room that you fight, is this just Azurite? Should I not open this? I mean, I guess we're not like dangerously close to winning. How do I get down there? How do I, there's a lady, there's a NPC underneath somehow. Maybe we have to loot all this stuff? Is it gonna spawn her down? How do you get down there? There's stuff underneath. There's Tide Mistress Syrah underneath. That's gonna take us back up. Can I fall through this gloopy thing? Probably not. It doesn't look like a way down. How do you get down? Oh, talents to use for raids? I switch depending on the fight. I mostly use Dark Ascension, Mindbender. I will switch between Auspicious Spirits and Death, depending on the fight. I will switch between Twist of Fate and Dark Void, but usually just Twist of Fate, actually, these days. I have no earthly idea how we get down there. It's not looking good. There's got to be something that you can do. Am I missing it? They're underground. The Naga portal can be bugged. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. So they're not supposed to be underground. Oh, man, that portal's bugged. Bummer. That's depressing. I want an Inky and an Octopode Fry. Those are like the best ones. I like that little visual effect. Can I take a different portal? Are there other portals? I mean, I guess we can just go kill some Naga up top. That'll work too. There should be plenty to do. So yeah, whenever I do islands, I usually just avoid groups of mobs and go for just rares because I had read that just rares is what gets you the stuff. But I can branch out. Here, let me get some Vampiric Touch and a lot of things. I haven't been being especially effective. So if we dot up all this stuff and then we throw Dark Void in all of it, and we've got a Shadow Crash, and I've died because I stood in something, that's a bummer. Let's see if we can get back. There is an item on the 8-1 PTR that you can buy 4 doubloons off the doubloon vendor, and what it does is it transforms, I think it's like 20 doubloons, transforms your whistle into a thing that gets you, I think it's back to the boat. So if you get like super lost and you can't find your allies, you guys can kind of regroup that way. Seems good. So, I'm up. Should I try and head back down? That was like the very south coast. There is one over here. No, I don't want that one. That's just the elemental. I want Naga. I want as many Naga as I can take out. Oh, no. We lost! Oh, no! Alright, so I found a Wayfinder's Satchel, which is just doubloons. Maybe it's more doubloons. And it looks like Ahoy to show you your rewards in the top right-hand side, too, which is good. I wouldn't say these classes are new. I've had them for a couple of weeks now, but they're not old. They're definitely not old. I think if that portal hadn't been bugged, we would have been in and out of there a little faster, and then that would have been better. So thanks, guys. I'm going to leave this one. I have used one of my smaller mugs today. So I'm just about out of tea, so I'm gonna get up, stretch my legs. And I will be right back. So, what was I going to do? I had something that I was going to do for the next one. I feel like we were close. I mean, I don't know about close. I guess we can open some bags. We got 2 doubloons out of that. We got 15 doubloons out of that. So I guess the satchel is really quite a bit more. Not wearing my glasses, just going off to keyboard memory. Let's see, at dinner with my family, and I am stressed out. I'm sorry to hear that. So doing how story got bugged. Don't know what happened. All good. All good. Mouse over tooltip to add-on offer. Ahoy is a brand new add-on. Well, I like it quite a bit so far. It doesn't need mouse over tooltip because you do have the mouse over info in the pane of the add-on, but the tooltip thing would be nice because it is where you kind of tend to look for stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and list up for a brand new group and same thing. So I'm really, really excited for next week because there we go. I'm really excited for next week because Tuesday should be the build day. Tuesday should be the computer build day. Like, I'm going to get up. I'm going to do the normal Tuesday Metrun stream. So we'll hang out for an hour or whatnot on Tuesday morning. And then I should be able to spend the rest of the day just putting together the computer and filming the video for that. And I'm really hoping it goes well because I'm at that point where I'm like planning something where I just need to do it because I'm stuck in the planning stage because I don't have everything I need to do it. So until I do it, I'm just obsessing over every little bit of what order I should do things in and where I'm going to put stuff and how I'm going to film stuff. And I've already sorted out all my details because I've had so much time to obsess over it, but I just can't move on. And I just want it to be done. And I hope it goes well. I have some confidence and I'm just hoping that it's not misplaced confidence. So I'm going to give us some buffs. Bear, no rewards. All right, I will not farm bears. If I can find Nagas, that'd be good. Too bad I'm on EU servers. Wish I could play with Hazel. Get the item from the boat that makes you invincible to island mobs. Less mobs you have to deal with. Apparently, I want to deal with more mobs as long as they're not bears. Apparently, from the sounds of it, you can get the stuff even from non-rares as long as it's the right kind of thing. Happy Thanksgiving, Hazel. Hope you had a great day. Gotta leave a little early today. Good luck. Thanks, Nightmare Fox. Happy Thanksgiving. Why many pro players don't use Elv? Does it increase FPS? I'm assuming you're not talking about me because I wouldn't say I'm a pro player. But I don't use Elv because I don't like having one add-on handle that many different aspects of my UI. I would prefer to have different specialized add-ons for those different parts of my UI. I should make sure I'm in shadow form here. Like I like the customization that comes with using a sort of a piecemeal UI. So, and also the first time I installed LVUI, I noticed that it had changed the font. It had changed the font of my chat window, and I was just mad, and I wanted it back. And I would like looked through for like 5 minutes. I looked through the settings. I'm sure there is a setting where you can change the font. I just didn't find it in that first 5 minutes. So it looks like Kvaldir are our theme here. And that's unfortunate because I don't care about them and their transmog. I've gotten it before. I don't need it. That's not to say that I won't still... I guess I can try and look for stuff. Like, what if you just do an island that just doesn't have... Do people just, like, queue into islands that don't drop things they want and then leave? That seems like a poor sport thing to do, but it also seems like a good strategy. Each family mobs has different things. See if I can. I'm trying to focus for just a little bit because I do have my healing cooldown up, my vampiric embrace. But yeah, it looks like this is just so far it's just Kvaldir and bears, which is just transmog and then nothing because bears are apparently just useless. I'm sad now. Why are you sad? I got the Mogi map from Expeditions today. So happy. Nice. Congrats. The next build is Kulturan. You're gonna put out a vid. Wait, the next build is Kulturan. Doing a live stream. The next build is my computer build. I'm talking about building my new editing streaming PC. I should have all my parts in by Monday. So I'll be building it on Tuesday, and I will not be streaming the build. I will stream that morning. I shouldn't have opened that chest. I didn't need to. I will not stream that, or I will stream that morning, but I won't stream the build. I'm going to try and avoid the horde if we can. And there should be more rares. I guess we're already fighting them. We can take them out. Wouldn't want to abandon anybody. What was I saying? Yeah, So I won't stream the build, but I'm going to try and make some kind of video. I'm trying to figure out what kind of video I want to make. I spent a whole bunch of time, maybe we're not fighting these. I don't know why I thought they were pulled. I spent a bunch of time watching other people's build videos to try and get a feel for how other people like to do it. And is such a wide range of what those videos look like that I couldn't even really figure out what the expectation is. I'm not going to do a build. I'm not going to do like a how to build a... So there's a bear rare, but we don't need the bear rare because the bear rare doesn't give the stuff. What was I saying? Yeah, so it's not going to be like a step-by-step tutorial on how to build a PC because those tend to be quite long. I'm not fully qualified to do one of those, and there are some wonderful ones already out there that I did watch to prepare for it that I'll probably just link. I could do it time-lapse style. If I do a time-lapse, it's just going to be like a whole bunch of me like putting something in and then stopping to check the manual and then stopping to check the manual and then stopping to look something up just because I want to try and do it right. And then I'm not super proud of my cable management skills. We'll have to see how that goes. Let's see. Skip things that you don't want to fight. Your G600 mouse video helped me a lot. The mouse is on sale right now. Nice. It does go on sale now and then, which is always kind of fun. It's such a cheaper mouse than the, like it's so much less expensive than, what do you call it? The Naga. But I've always found it lasted longer. I'm probably just going to keep looting chests and mining stuff on this island because it doesn't look like there's a lot of mobs on this island. Like, we can wait for the invasion. But it doesn't look like there's a whole ton of stuff that drops mounts or pets. Like, if the Naga don't, or if the Kvaldir don't do it, and the bears don't do it. I'm seeing a lot of Kvaldir and bears. It's kind of all I'm seeing out here. I guess there was some Venture Co. The Venture Co. would give a fist weapon. There's an air elementals that had, okay, so if I can find air elementals, I missed those, but if I can find those, they have there's a pet for that, so that's a possibility. What about this undead dog? That's a Kvaldir. There's a giant who doesn't give anything. I've also kind of just gone off on my own. I should probably try to find my friends. They probably know what they're doing more than I do. There's more giants up there, which don't help much. When you guys pug these, like when you guys just do them with complete randoms, there's a pillar. Oh, there's Venture Co over here. Although, like I said, they don't have any pets or mounts. It's the elementals do. When you just pug these, if you are looking for the stuff that drops the mounts and pets and toys and whatnot, and the people that you pugged into aren't doing that, do you just like abandon them and live your life on your own, or do you follow them anyways? Like, I guess it also depends on the difficulty of the island expedition, but do you guys find that it's faster to go try and do things, or just stick with the group and hope for a better one next time? Go in the portal. Can you show and tell us about the parts? I will. Yeah, I'll do that in the beginning of the video. I'm probably not going to go over every part. My plan, because some of the videos have that, like they have a 15-minute segment at the beginning where somebody talks over every part, and I don't necessarily want to spend that long on it. But what I will do is show them all, like with the part numbers, so people can look up more about them if they're interested, and then talk about specific things that were choices that I made and why I made them, like why I decided to go with a Threadripper over an Intel processor, and why I decided to go with all these M2 drives and stuff like that. If anyone wants to farm islands, I'll post a group in Alliance LFG. But server, I play on Lightbringer, although it doesn't especially matter. There's really nothing that you would need to be on my server for, because when I do groups like this, it doesn't have to be same server. You know, anybody that's North America and Alliance would be more than able to join. So the vulture, no reward. Man, I thought there was a vulture pet for some reason. Also, this Dorp is really, oh no. I'm not doing very well. So I have a question about Ahoy. What's up? I just got it. Of the 6 rows we killed, only 2 had the possibility to drop anything. That's what it's looking like. So I am also brand new to the add-on, so I cannot speak to whether or not all the info it's working with is accurate. It might be, but it might not be. I don't know. But that wouldn't surprise me, because there's not every type of creature has stuff. So if you can find crabs, those are the thing that can drop you scuttle, apparently. But the bears were no good. See, it just looks like not everything. Oh, I found you guys. I found you guys. Not everything is the dream. So there's some rares up there, but I don't know what kind of rares they are. When does the approximately when does the invasion go through? So there's a troll. Do trolls drop anything? Trolls drop transmog and transmog. I don't need any of that, so we can keep moving. It looks like a troll invasion. Lots of cable grabbing, building a PC. You guys are going to be so offended by my cable management. It's not like, I do try a little bit because you don't want to have just an absolute rat's nest of cables. You do want, for the sake of airflow, for there to be some semblance of planning and cable management going on, but I don't do the prettiest job in the whole world. And I tend to end up with a mentality of, I want this to be over with. So sometimes I just plug things in to wherever is closest, and I just live my life like that, and it doesn't end up looking super pretty. I'm also allergic to zip ties. I hate them. I will use Velcro cable ties, but I will not zip tie things, because when you want to get them off, when you want to move something, you have to cut them. And I don't want to have wire cutters or scissors, in fact, anywhere near any of the things that I don't want to cut, which is the things that the zip tie is holding together. It's just not how I want to live my life. I'm sure that it's fine, but not for me. You want an Intel CPU for WoW? Well, I've already got a Threadripper, and I'm quite happy with my decision, so I'm probably just going to stick with that. I'll talk about it more in the video. The invasion is triggered when the total score is the winning score. When the total score... Oh, between you, your team, and the other team? Okay. So it's not like a time-based thing. I mean, I guess it would be if you're... if the... Oh, there's an elemental here. Maybe these will give me something. If you're not doing anything, I suppose the enemy team does get the Azurite fast enough to trigger that. This add-on is amazing, right? It's kind of what I was looking for. I wanted the info about which things dropped what, but I don't want to look it up on a web page and have to remember it. So having it available like as you're targeting a thing, and I can see that air elementals can give me the Zephyr. They can also give me the Whirling Dervish set. Like, that's nice information to have while you're at it, you know? That's good stuff. Back on my trusty Invincible, and see there's some rares going on up here. It is a little demoralizing, though, because before I was excited whenever I found any kind of rare, and I would do all of these invasion things, and I would be really excited about that. But now I'm kind of in this situation where I'm, like, clicking the troll, and I see that it's a troll, and I see, oh, trolls give transmog, but they don't give pets. That's a bummer. You know, there's the fur cloak. That's one of the rep quest things. So I almost don't care as much, even though maybe I should. But we're about to win this one, so we may as well just try and just win it. There we go. At least we won. So I got a Seafarer's coin pouch, and I also got, and it also shows you all your rewards in this window up here, which I like, because the way they pop up over the windscreen's not my favorite. I got a plundered sea tusk shiv, so I'll see what that's worth anyways. Maybe I can sell it. Hey Hazel, your hair looks amazing today. Thank you. I found an Orb Weaver on sale, so I bought myself an early birthday present. Excited to try it. Thanks for making me aware of them. I really hope you like it, Kayla. There is an adjustment period. Be ready for that. But I hope that you love it as much as I love mine. It's not sponsored by anything by them, but I can't, as I've discovered, play WoW very well without it. So, that Sea Tusk Shiv anyways. So we got some more coins. At least I'm saving up some doubloons for something. It's an appearance that looks like that. I actually kind of like that. It's like a wooden shiv. I mean, it's a sea tusk, so I suppose it's a tusk, but it's, you don't see a whole lot of that. I could learn the appearance, or I could attempt to sell it for somewhere in the range of 30,000 gold. The sale rate's not great, but it's not awful. And it's also a 325 dagger on its own, so if somebody just really needs a weapon, then I suppose it's there around. So maybe I'll try and sell that. I'll try and sell it, and then if I can't sell it after like a couple weeks, then I will probably just learn it, because I like appearances. But it's not a pet, but it is something. What is the island? The island add-on is called Ahoy. Ahoy is the name of it. I guess I don't need to send this stuff over, but I can. Throw that into my transmog sale group. Sell some stuff. And we will list up for another one. So we've done, what, 4 of these so far? Have we done 4? I wonder if I can get up to a pace where I can get... I mean, I guess you don't want to do them super quickly because you're trying to wait for... You don't want to do them super quickly because you're trying to get, like, fully explore the island and see if there's anything else you can kill that might give you some good stuff. But doing 10 of them in 2 hours would be pretty good. So we're going to start another one. Same thing. All right. And off we go. Oh, man. Hazel Sita sells well. I am quite excited. Assuming that I can get any gold from that. I've been so lazy gold-wise. Alright, there we go. That. I've been so lazy gold-wise. Because usually the gold that I don't know why I'm giving us markers. I guess I am. Usually the gold that I get is from, you know, just stuff that I pick up while I'm out doing world quests. I don't really get gold otherwise. And when you don't really log in to do world quests, because I have not been doing world quests, usually what I do is every couple of days I check the emissaries. And if there's an emissary that offers gold, that 2k gold, then I'll do that. And otherwise I don't do it. I have been recently doing at the very least pet battle world quests when available, but I think I've kind of fallen off doing that as well. I made it to, I've got about 1,300 pet charms I'm sitting on. I have pets that I can spend those on, but I'll probably do it after a video. So, we got Crocolus, no reward. Alright, well, there's a crab over there. A sand shell. So is that another pet? Sand shell. Yeah, that is another pet. Alright. I don't know if it's adorable, but it is a pet that I don't have. Impeccable cable management is overrated. You need to be able to pull things out and put things in easily. Thank you, Brian. I agree. I think that, and obviously really poor cable management also doesn't serve that goal. There is a happy medium where things are accessible without being locked in. But that's the beauty of Velcro cable ties, because you can undo them. They hold things together and you can undo them. What I'm probably mostly going to do is the case, as many cases do, offers one of those back panel things with like little grommet covered holes. Grommet's not the right word. But you know, like those little rubber pass-through points where you can just sort of like route your cables behind the motherboard panel. Rotting wooden chest. All right. And then you can route your cables back there and then just put them out through whatever port is closest to where you need them to go. And then that's the end of that. That's probably mostly what I'm going to do. So if you never take off the back panel and look behind, if you never look at the back side of it, then you'll think that I did kind of okay. But if you ever look at the back of it, you'll be like, oh no, what have you done? So there is a giant. He doesn't give me anything. So I'm going to move right along and keep going. No giants, no crocolisks. The air elemental, though, that was good. That had a chance to give us something. So we will have an opportunity to maybe get a pet. Crocolisk is a no. What is this rare over here? What do we got? I kind of thought originally, so worm. Target worm can give the bloodstone tunneler, which I do not have, so that's good. Chance at something. I kind of thought originally that, like, if you just did an island that had this stuff and you completed the island, you would just have a chance to get this stuff. And we'll see what they changed it to. They did say that they're looking at simplifying the way that rewards work, or adjusting or clarifying or something. They're doing something to the way that Island Expedition rewards work in 8.1. And they said more info soon. So hopefully that makes it a little bit, you know. I like to be able to play the expedition in a more natural way, without damaging my chances to get the collectibles that are the only reason why I'm here, you know? If the way that I have to play an island expedition is to ignore all of the Azurite and ignore whether or not we win or lose to target certain things, that's just, it doesn't feel like the most natural way to play it. Ignoring objectives isn't usually what you want to do. I hope that add-on catches on, because so many people seem to have no clue about expeditions. It's, I mean, they're not, the game doesn't really give you this info at all. You know, it's, the game barely even tells you that you're going to get stuff. It doesn't even say when you're queuing for an expedition, oh, there could be things from here. So the kobold could give you the candle, which I think is a toy, which would be nice. I enjoy toys. I don't have enough of them yet because I'm still trying to get my, Brutus, is that his name? The mechanical dog? There's more mechanical dogs, actually. You guys wait until you see off of the Nomuragon pet dungeon vendor, there is it off the vendor or is it the achievement? No, it's off the vendor, I think. There's an Alarmo dog. So this is an 8.1.1. You won't have it in your journal yet. But goodness gracious, it's like a Doberman. It's like a mechanical Doberman. So that is a, something's happening here. Is that going to be like one of the elementals? I'm just going to kill these guys. Any new mounts? Got the Lifebinder's Handmaiden a couple days ago. Grats! No new mounts yet. The last couple of mounts I've gotten have actually been off stream because I've managed to snag a few, I managed to snag a couple of Warbringer mounts. I have 2 of the 3 Warbringer mounts, but because of the nature of just checking those every time I log into the game, I haven't gotten them really on stream. So there is a, that's just the rare giant. We don't need him. Are you still thinking about the casual streams that you talked about last time? I am. I'm not, I'm not really planning anything anytime soon though. I have too many things that I want to catch up on before I'm just kind of like leading up to 8.1. I have this big list of videos that I would like to make and there's not a ton of time. So we'll see. Which is the thing that I say when I would like to do it, but I'm probably not going to. I need to improve my time management so I can get a little bit more time out of my time. And then once I'm using all of it effectively, then I can kind of pick and choose and decide which things I want to keep and which things I want to pursue and which things I want to stop doing. Or I could have help, but help sounds scary. I am probably not going to try to hire help for a very, very, very long time. Like long after I actually need it. Isn't cable management more for cases with clear sides? Yeah, but like, I can't remember the last time that I got a case that didn't have a window panel. You know, that seems to be just the thing. It's nice to look inside, especially with all this, all of these Christmas lights that are going in there. Not literal Christmas lights, don't worry, but like, I am going to be RGBing it up a little bit. I want things to match. I don't need it to be super bright. I don't believe any of the fans are RGB, but the case itself has sort of like a hidden light strip built into the outside of the case, kind of around the front. And then it's got a tempered glass side panel, which should look nice. And then I'm going to route a little light strip, kind of like the one that I have over the back of my couch, through the case. And that's one of the things I'm nervous about, actually, is I've never set that up before. And I'm assuming that I just plug it into the correct voltage RGB port of the motherboard and MSI. It's an MSI board. And they have something called Mystic Light that I've never used before, but hopefully it's easy because I haven't done it before and I would hate to set it up wrong. I feel like I learned something new from every build because I'm not an expert. I'm absolutely an amateur. And, you know, the first build I ever did, I never figured out how to connect the front case headers, so I just always turned on the computer from the back. Second computer I did, I figured that out, but I never figured out, I'm going the wrong way. I figured out the case headers, but I didn't actually, I missed one because I got the USB 3 ports on the front of the case working, but the USB 2 ports, I could never find the header for them. I just don't know where it is. And I've gone back to look for it. I still can't find it. I got it. Nice. Will you ever stream Stardew Valley? Nope. Nope. For one, it's on my Switch, and I have not set up my Switch. I do have a capture card because I streamed a few console games in my day, but it's been a while. And that's just something that I just do kind of relaxedly and with no concept of whether or not the thing I'm doing is fun to watch, because I like grinding in that game. I enjoy spending a whole day just doing something really boring for a goal that doesn't matter. And it's just nice and relaxing. It's kind of scratching my chicken itch. And it's also kind of making it worse. I've wanted, hang on, let me focus for a second. So I'm gonna stun this guy. Oh no, I didn't see any orbs out. I was gonna stun him, Vampiric Embrace, and then Dark Ascension, because I'm not remembering to use all my buttons, unfortunately. I could definitely be playing more effectively. But, yeah, I kind of want chickens. But I can't, obviously, I'm in an apartment, so obviously I can't have chickens here. And then it's entirely possible that the house I end up getting is not, what do you call it? You know, able to have chickens. Like you need to have a certain amount of space, and I think that you need to like check it over with zoning. Like there's lots of places that you can live that aren't good places to have chickens. So it might not be for a long time or ever. We'll see. You know, fish might keep me busy enough. But sorry, I'm getting a little bit distracted. These horde are getting away, and I'm trying to help my friends. Mystic Light is nice. Got it on mine. You can change the patterns and colors from an app on your phone. See, that does sound like what I want. And as far as I know, the case lights as well as that extra strip should both work with that. There's like a header that I can use. I'll mess around with it. I'll dig around once I'm actually in there. All right, so we're halfway. The invasion should be soon, right? Like we're both teams are about halfway, so there should be an invasion any minute now. Should I click on this totem? Is clicking on things always a mistake? I don't know. I feel like it usually is, but I don't know. And then, where's all the stuff that we want to kill? Love the streams and videos. Hope you have a great night. Thanks, Miniature Fox. I hope that add-on catches on. Oh no, I've read it already. Might not show in mouse over with the window open. I don't want to close the window to find out. Also, my mouse over is blocked by my fish cam anyways. I guess I'm just going to kill some spiders, because I don't want to pull too much. And as far as I know, they still have a chance to drop. So we're at a 760. Oh no, that's just transmog. I don't need the spider stuff. Never mind. Probably should not have stopped doing this. That's a good heal. Why do these have so much health? Am I pulling too much stuff? Am I not doing enough damage? Do I still have my teleport cloak on? Have I made some mistakes? Oh boy. You can also get Mystic Light fans and LED strips for more lights. So I got the Fantex LED strip because I got a Fantex case that has RGB built into it, and then it said something about being able to attach their own LED strip to the header to kind of connect them and sync them up, and that they're both Mystic Light compatible. I didn't go with fans, but I got an all-in-one water cooler. I like those. They worked good for me before, so I ended up with the Corsair H115. I'm just going to leave this chest because it's in front of me, and I want to keep our lead. I got a Corsair H115. What about old chests? Are those good? I know those aren't, like, rotting. It's some kind of chest. No, probably not the stuff. Head back down south. And that has, I didn't get the version that comes with the RGB fans, but I did get it's got like a little ring around the pump of some sort. I don't know. It's bear trap. Can I just like help this guy out? Tweets? So what does that add to my, oh, my keybinds are a little off. My loot table at all? Because we helped him. I don't see it anywhere here. But maybe the add-on just doesn't track it. It looks like the hoarder coming up from behind. So I'm just going to keep going, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is. I'd rather not fight the horde. We're, oh, looks like they're almost toast. Oh, Sneaky Pete left. All right, well, where should we go? There's, where's the cool place to be? Island Expedition add-on is called Ahoy. Is this a bad time to start an alt? I mean, it's not a bad time to start an alt because you get the, and I'm assuming that you still get it even if you create a character mid-event, but we're right in the middle of the WoW's 14th anniversary event, and that gives you that celebration package that you can use for 14% extra experience. So that's nice. That'll get you off the ground, but leveling will be even faster day 1. I think it's a good time to start. I think it's a perfectly good time to start an alt. Add-on is called Ahoy. Probably going to need splitter cables if you add more lights. So my assumption, and I'll find out when I start building, because I've been reading manuals. For the parts that aren't here yet, what I've just been doing is just downloading the manuals and then reading them digitally before they get here, so I can try to have an idea of how it all fits together. But Hydra. Do Hydras drop anything I want? Hydras, no rewards. No, apparently not. Sorry, my brain's a little bit frozen today. A little too much Thanksgiving dinner yesterday. Yeah, I think I can daisy chain them. I'm also not like packing it with lights. I just want to be able to have them match. That's the real dream. There's no sense, like that's the real reason why I kind of changed my mind on that case with the red LED, is just because it's red. That commits me to red. It commits me to either red or like having one LED that doesn't match everything else going on in the case. I don't know about all that. I want to switch to my mage, but isn't it all geared? You can catch up gear pretty good. If you do a bunch of Warfront activities, like you kill all the Warfront rares as many times, like you kill the Warfront rares every time that cycle comes around. And then dragons. So the horde over there. Are the dragons in invasion in like the middle? Dragons. Oh, down here. Oh, okay. So black dragon can give you, it doesn't look like he has any pets, but they do offer some They do offer some transmog. Do you know when and how we'll get the B mount, or is that too far in the future? It's so cute, I need it. We don't know... Wait, do we know? I don't know if we know. We know it's Alliance. I don't know if we know when, and I don't know if we know how. We might know. I don't know, personally. I just got my Void Elf Heritage Armor. Don't know if I should do Lightforged or Nightborn. I always like focusing alts on one faction, because then you can kind of share the gold that you get between them. You make a surprising amount of gold while leveling, and I like being able to sort of amass gold in one place. But oh boy, lots going on. Whichever one that you like, whichever one you like best. I kind of wish I'd spent a little bit more time playing Horde, because I'm going to have a trip ahead of me if I want to unlock the new, like, the Zandalari trolls, because in, you know, the Legion Allied races, the Nightborn and the High Mountain Tauren, everything that you need to do to unlock them, like the reputation and the quest progress, was available to both Horde and Alliance. You know, you were able to quest with the Nightfallen and with the High Mountain Tauren as Alliance characters, and vice versa. So you could unlock them. Like, you couldn't do this scenario, but everything else you could do. And that means that it shouldn't be a big issue for me to start a character of either of those races if I want. But the other ones, I'm going to have to, so it looks like we are no luck for loot for that one. We just got some Azurite. Completely fallen out of my head. Absolutely, totally, 100% gone. Oh yeah, we're talking about allied races. Yeah, the new ones, the Zandalari Troll, I'm gonna need to actually, play Horde in order to unlock them, and not just make an alt right away. Thanks for being an amazing YouTuber. Thanks for watching. It's a perfect time. You get the best boost during the middle of the leveling progress. That's true, actually. You can get through the easy stuff. You can get through the easy stuff now with your 14% bonus. And then once A1 comes around in another, like, what, 20 days? December, so it's coming out, like, right about here. So 1, 2, like, 3 weeks or so. Then you'll, man, you guys are kind of making me want to start an alt. I'll keep doing islands, because we have, we got another half hour. We can probably do, like, what, 2 more islands? Probably fit 2 more? I'll start the group right away. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought so much today, guys. I say as it completely disappears again. 1 and 2. I will queue us up. Maybe this one will be the dream. Off to leveling monk using island expeditions. Thanks for that run. Cheers, Big Fire. You can share gold with any Horde characters in the same realm, list a gray item, and then buy it in your Alliance tune. You lose a big chunk of it, though. Like, there's big transfer fees, because you lose the auction house deposit. They take, like, 10%, right? I remember when you used to do that, you used to have to do that through, what do you call it? The neutral auction house. Like, back before they had connected the auction houses, they used to have to go to the one in Booty Bay or the one in Gadgetzan to do that. And, I remember people would also, like, move items by listing valuable items really cheap and then trying to buy them really quickly, and then sometimes other people would snipe them. That was just a whole bunch of fun stuff. I only have 2 120s. I have quite a few 110s that I haven't caught up. I'm kind of I was just procrastinating like a regular person for a while, but now I've been putting it off until after 8.1, because when incursions come around, that should be a faster way to level. So there are Yetis over here. And Yetis have a chance to give you the amount. So I'm going to be trying to kill as many Yetis, rare or otherwise, as I can possibly get my Shadow Priest hands on. And this one happens to be a rare, which is just nice. But it would be so fun to get a mount on a live stream. Or just from an island expedition in general. You know the one I really want? I really want one of the parrot mounts. That's the real dream, but I'll take whatever I can get. If you're always bringing feasts to raids, are you the guild cook then? No, I don't bring feasts to raids. I bring very little to raids. My contribution used to be that I was the, Thank you. My contribution used to be that I was the disenchanter, so I would disenchant extra loot, and then I would create enchants. But that, ever since personal loot became mandatory, I do less of that because there's less pieces that get disenchanted, because typically if people don't need something, they'll just keep it to scrap themselves. And then I also haven't really progressed my enchanting that far. This looks like a really good island, actually, just in terms of mob types. There's some elementals over there. Like, there's all sorts of yetis over here, and there's some elementals over there. I'm just gonna try and pull more of them. Well, maybe I should be careful. Maybe I should watch myself, because I am not that tanky. But I would like to pull as many of these dudes as we can. So we'll get everybody dotted up. I spend a whole lot of time dotting things up, and then I forget to VoD erupt, which is kind of like most of my damage. They do a little bit of a stun. But I just, you know, you want to group them up, but there's always more things to group up. So we'll do this, and then I'll pop this. Chickens are more work than you might think. I have chickens that need constant maintenance. I had chickens growing up. We had quite a few. We had, I think, somewhere between, I mean, not like a whole farm's worth, but we had, I think, between 10 and 30 chickens for quite a few years. And as a kid, I hated it, because nobody wants to spend their Saturdays as a child as cleaning out the chicken coop, mucking out the chicken coop. It's not what you want to do on weekends. But I feel like, having done that, if you have like 3 chickens, that's more manageable. It's still work. You still have, you're still maintaining them. You still have to take care of them. But, you know, they can be friends with each other. You can get by with a much smaller coop. You can presumably clean and care for them a bit faster. And then they'd be more pets. You know, it would be nice if they lay eggs, but I wouldn't. Chickens typically lay eggs once a day for, what, like 2 or 3 years, and then they slow down after that. And most people that are running egg farms will replace their chickens every 3-ish years, because you want the young ones that are laying eggs all the time. But I would not have the heart to do that after having had a pet bird for a couple of years, so I'd probably just continue to keep them as pet birds even after they don't want to lay eggs anymore. The ad on the top right is Ahoy. I have just tried it out today, and I'm quite pleased with it so far. We are off to a good start with that. To kill a certain number of rares for the invasion to happen. So something I heard earlier, something one of you guys said earlier in the stream, is that the invasion happens when the total Azurite collected between the 2 teams equals the amount that one of them needs to finish. So like if this is a 9,000 Azurite, once our 2 totals add up to 9,000 between the 2 of us. So I want to kill these yetis, but I don't want to kill the elementals. So just the Wendigos. As many of those as I can possibly manage. I like to have a feast for every boss. Hello, Hazel. Happy Friday. Hey, Boomtown Games. How are you doing? Oh, I mean, I guess those are elementals. We want those. Well, the air elementals anyways. Alright, well, whatever. I can do this set because I've already pulled them. I mostly just wanted the little Zephyrs, because those are connected to... There's a couple elemental pets, actually. And there's another tornado mob over here. And then this one. Should help. I always bring around 1 stack of feast to raid nights, so I guess I am the cook. So my problem is that I am very selfish with my WoW gold. It's more fun for me to earn if I'm saving it towards a goal. So every time I have to spend a bunch for something that isn't super, super important, I tend to feel like, well, you know, it hurts a little bit, you know? It takes away from the enjoyment, the fun that I get out of making gold. But I think it's mostly just being very selfish and greedy, because I'm trying to save up for the longbow, and I haven't been doing very well. Been a little too lazy for it. And feasts are expensive, and you could craft feasts, but then what if you sold the feast, you know? You have that age-old question of, what do you like more, your friends or your long-necked auctioneer mount? Watching all your VoDs, leveling my Void Elf Hunter with archaeology and drinking tea. That sounds like an amazing weekend, honestly. That sounds like a great way to spend some downtime. Thanks for the archaeology leveling recommendation. It's such a nice break with it sacrificing XP. I'm glad that it still works as well as it was. I was worried it was going to get nerfed. There's a rare bird. That'll work. I was worried it was going to get nerfed because it doesn't have the same experience in every single type of archaeology. Like, I was having a weird thing where I was trying to do archaeology like in Outland, and it was giving terrible experience. But as soon as I went back and did more of the mainland stuff, like the Dwarven and the fossil archaeology, it was fine, even though that's technically like easier archaeology. You'd think that doing the higher level stuff would be better, but I don't know. It's all very strange. The island add-on that I'm using is called Ahoy. Long boy over, friends. Well, I mean, you only need to purchase the long boy once, right? Like, you get it once, and then your account has access to that beautiful quality of life bonus forever. So you can be generous later. There's another rare, so I'm just gonna kill these Kvalder because they're in the way, but there's another bird rare that's just over the hill that I would like to kill as well. Because I think, is there a bird pet, or am I just crazy? Am I just imagining that? Vultures? Oh no, there's no vulture reward. Never mind. I thought there was a bird pet. Friends come and go, the long boy is forever. I mean, friends go. Sometimes they come. They're less easy to get than you think. Good friends, anyways. What's under here? So there's another rare. That's just another bird, which I'm depressed by now because I know that it's not anything I need. Oh, I do need the worm, though. There's a worm pet that could happen. I have a good feeling about this particular expedition, you know? We're getting lots of things that could drop us some good stuff. So there's a greater chance than there has been, I think, for most of them. Because we have a good Wendigo score, and Wendigos could give a mount. We have a good air elemental score, and that could give a pet. Our vulture score is not very needed. We've got at least one rare worm, and we're raising the worm score now. So that's something. I'm tempted to kill that vulture, even though I know there's nothing that it could give me. Just because it's just a rare, and it's like right there. So there should be an invasion around. Oh, there it is. Alright, so these are water elementals. And those could give pets, so we want to do these. But I need help, because I don't know what the deal is with this ice area. I have not successfully been able to complete this invasion before, because you take a lot of damage when you're in there, right? Like, will it shrink if we kill the mobs? Is there a way to make it smaller? Or do they just respawn forever? I don't really know. Every time I've tried to run in there in the past, I've taken a huge amount of damage and I've just died. Do you try and pull the rare over to the side of it? The bird pet is called Poro. I didn't miss a stream. No, of course not. Also, you were here earlier. I feel like you said something before. We're doing, we haven't gotten anything yet, so. Or maybe if I kill the snow orb, does that shrink it? Does that shrink the area? No. I want this thing. Gore stream. What a name for an ice elemental. I guess we don't really know what froze to create him, so that could be anything. How you doing, hero? How you been? Add-on called Ahoy. Ahoy. The pets have more chance to drop in heroic islands than normal. We don't know for sure, but I think we have a good inkling. There was a tweet or a blue post or something from a dev that said that there is a greater chance from higher difficulty expeditions. And they also said they're reworking something related to Island Expedition loot dropping in 8.1. So that'll be good news to look out for. Poro is such a cute bird pet. Well, he's the one that walks, right? Like he just hops along the ground. I would I have such a good feeling about this one. This is just such a good combination of mobs that we got to take out here. It's a good invasion to get. Assuming that, I guess you just pull stuff out of there. Is there any reason to go into the scary Iceland? Should we go look for more patches that have more rares? Is that the idea? There's because we got water elemental. Yeah, could use more of them if we can find them. So there's more over here, and then there's the guy, but he's being attacked by the horde. So if we take out the horde, I'm going to try to silence and purge. Snow orbs appear periodically. Frost path. Frost damage inflicted every 3 seconds. Trying to purge her hots off. Trying to stun her. And if we can kill the horde, then we can tag it. There they are. There we go. And we get to take advantage of their damage, which is nice. If you kill all the water elementals, the frost patches despawn. Okay, I see. I'm gonna pop my Vampiric Embrace to help with some heals and do a little bit of damage to help with some heals. And silence that if I can. Oh, no, my CC. I used all my CC on the horde. Should probably try and... Try and kill off a few of the lower health things. Really close. Oh no, we lost! I got a lost sea scroll, which is a rep item. Well, that's a bummer. I don't even need the rep. I'm exalted with the reps. I had such a good feeling about that one, too. Doing good. Glad to see you stuck to YouTube. I'm not ruling out the possibility of experimenting with different types of streams on Twitch, but I'm also not exactly rolling an extra free time that I have to try and do these things, so. I got an Orb Weaver for my birthday. It's really an adjustment. I definitely had an easier time switching to mine because I did it so early in my WoW career. But, I believe they're just better. I think that you get, just having all of your movement under your thumb frees up all of your other fingers for much more exciting buttons. So let's do one more. I feel like we were so close. I mean, it's RNG. It's hard to be close. I have 35 attempts listed at this stuff because it looks like rarity just counts you being done an island expedition, and then it says, well, that was an attempt, which is how I originally thought it worked, but I don't think it works like that. But I've done 35 of these, and I have one pet that dropped for me. I have one pet that dropped for me. I've had some transmog, but I haven't really had a whole lot else. So we'll do one last group of these. You did it. I mean, we lost. Which is, I mean, we're not, let's try and get some people that haven't done it today yet. We bypass a lot of the crystals in chest because we're looking for the things that give, chances at stuff. But nothing yet. Let's see. One more. One last one for the road. Orb Weaver is 35 off on Amazon right now. I love it, but my hands are tiny. Do you think it's better for tiny hands than a keyboard, or was the keyboard better for as far as stretching to it? I got it. I needed to finish your computer so I can make mine too. My new build day, assuming that my parts actually make it here this time, is Tuesday. I should be building on Tuesday, and I mean, I can just give you the parts list, but I guess you probably want to know how it goes. I will do, probably not too many, like, technical benchmarks, but I do want to do some tests as far as things I actually do. So, like, taking some footage and rendering it on this computer and then testing that render time against what the new one can do. I think that'd be kind of fun. 500 people ask for the add-on name per minute. That's because the add-on is cool. It is cool, and it is relatively small, so not a whole lot of people will have had it yet. Hopefully lots of people pick it up because the add-on author did a wonderful job on this. So, what do we got? Let's go left and then north. Going to avoid crocodiles. I found a spider. I'm just gonna keep going. He doesn't give me any pets. We don't need any of that. There is somebody up this hill. Who is up the hill though? That's the real question. What's up there? Around the corner. I wish you could find more info on them before you actually, because I can't even see it yet. I guess there's another one up north here too. Oh, it's a crocolisk. Well, I don't need him then, because he doesn't give me anything. What's this? Is that another crocolisk? Oh no, that's a glowing seed. Okay, so let's clear the area. Oh no, there's a worm right here. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're having fun. Now it's a party. All right. Got Vampire can brace up. I have some concerns. We've got a good amount of mobs here. Make sure that I'm not in the whirlwind, because those hurt. Almost have another shadow crash. Void or dark void is another 4 seconds. That'll be good. Usually I use dark void to generate insanity. I don't usually, like in a raid environment, you're not typically using it to pick up the extra dots. Like, it's just a nice big chunk of insanity, so you almost never use it in void form. Unless there's a set of things that you really need to dot up, but there's not too many fights where the timing works out. So we'll clear these, and then we can click on that seed, and that should have another rare, I think, that we can do. Or maybe I'm confused, but I think that spawns like spawns something, right? Opening. What does that spawn? Oh no, that just gives me, okay, never mind. Never mind, that's just an item that I can throw at something to stun it. All right. Well, at least we got the worm done, so we can head. No, we decided not to do the crocolisk. We can go over and across the bridge and kind of the west side and see what's happening over there. The hippie glasses look cool. I feel like it's better because of the thumb movement. That's my biggest argument. It's also nice that you've got kind of your palm rest. Not all keyboards are made equally, and some of them are less ergonomic than others. And I think that it's nice and comfortable. And then it's just nice. I like things laid out in a grid. Keybinding for keyboards always confuses me because it's just hard to find the buttons that I really like, and having everything laid out in these nice little 12-button grids, like one for my mouse and one for my keypad, just makes it all make sense in my brain. It's just easier for me to learn. If you're reading this message, you're amazing. Keep it up. Thank you. Keyboard limited me to just numbers and letters, not a lot. And you can add more with modifiers and whatnot, but that's kind of the feeling I had was when I was trying to set up a regular key binding. And I'm sure people have ways around this because 99% of people do play on a keyboard just fine. But when I was setting up all my keybinds, it seemed like even with Shift and Alt modifiers, there's not that many numbers that you can really hit effectively that are comfortable to hit, especially if you're trying to move while you're doing damage. I fell asleep again before the stream, just woke up. Is Heroic better for pets and mounts? It is speculated to be true. There was a tweet that suggested that, but everything surrounding and regarding Island Expeditions is kind of a little cryptic. So we can sort of head up north and check out the X's up there and see if there are any mob types or rares that could give us stuff. Because the Furbolgs have that one fist weapon, but outside of that, not a whole lot, unfortunately. We got some gorillas. Gorillas can drop false knuckle bump, and I already have him, but maybe my friends here don't yet, and it's a fun pet. I can't remember for the life of me what pet battle I use him on. I use him on one of my World Quest dailies. The yellow tint filters out some of the blue lights, probably helps her stay happy. It helps my eyes stay comfy, at least. It's, I spend a large amount of time using screens, and it just, more comfortable with a little bit of a tint. I do have to remember to stick them up on my forehead when I am doing color grading, because otherwise I compensate for the yellow tint, and I color grade things way too blue. And then I, like, take off my glasses, and I'm like, oh no, I've made some mistakes in my life. That's probably pretty good. So I don't really want to bother the horde, but... So, there is... Help him. How? Oh, he needs anti-venom. Alright, well, I'll keep an eye out for it. I wanna check out that X in the north side, but I also don't want to bother the horde. I want to avoid them if I can. There's nothing up here. Keyboard is fine for me. I'm 6'10" and have giant hands. Hi Hazel, sure, how are you doing? S-Priest Dispersion Heals back in 8.1 as a talent, right? That was probably one of the hardest adjustments that I had coming from Legion to BFA and losing your artifact weapon in 8.0, was the fact that my Dispersion no longer healed me back to full. I would use it, and I would still be taking damage because it's not even that big of a, or at least currently it's not even that big of a damage reduction. And then I'm expecting a heal and nothing happens, and I'm like, well, I'm still surrounded by 6 angry mobs. I think I'm still doomed. I don't think this helped at all. It just kind of removed its usefulness. I don't know if I'm going to take the talent. I haven't double checked what you have to take over it. I don't quite remember. So it looks like this was just a bunch of elementals. Earth elementals could give a stonekin, so I guess I can kill this one. Oh, they took out the rare. That's a bummer. My glasses also have the tint to help me with a long time sitting in front of computers. I sit in front of computers all day for my real job outside of having fun in WoW, so it helps me too. Same deal pretty much. Now the quest up here. What do we got? What do we got? Who can I help? Are they over the hill? I don't see them. I just need to help them. Are they behind the wall? Where are you? Are you buried? Oh no, you're under the wood. Oh, I thought that was part of the terrain. Okay. Well, I will take it. Does the stuff drop for the mobs, or are they given at the end of the expedition? So it's kind of both. The rewards go out at the end of the expedition, But in order to actually get things, you need to kill the mobs that sort of drop them, and then it just passes the rewards out at the end. Which I think is what's led to a lot of the confusion about how you get stuff, because it's not very clear. It just seems like it magically passes it out, but it seems like there's also things you can do to make it more or less likely. So it looks like we've kind of given the island a good explore. We are pretty close, Azurite-wise, to having the invasion spawn, so depending on which one that is, that could be good. I'm just gonna go work on this Etten, I suppose, because that'll be some amount of Azurite that should help us get towards the point where the invasion spawns, because we need a little more Azurite for that. And also, we're a little behind, so this won't hurt. Yeah, imagine each mob is dropping loot, but you don't loot it till the end. Exactly. The rares, from the sounds of it, from what I'm getting from Ahoy, it sounds like the rares and the regular mobs will have chances to drop things for their type, but the rares would have a higher chance. So you can see that the stag, this deer here, has Little Hoof, which is a pet, that could drop from it. But if there was a rare mob deer, that would be a higher chance for it. It's all very cryptic because it's not very well explained in the game, and there's no real way, aside from just collecting statistics about what you killed and what you got, there's not a great way to do it. Which BFA pet that you can buy with the new pet charms that you want the most? Some of the Horde quest lock pets. Lil Ben Fawn, actually, would be a good one. So there's the halfway point. There is another rare over here. I don't technically need it, but the invasion should be showing up any minute now. There should be enough Azurite on the map for the invasion to start. The add-on is called Ahoy. Hazel, I'm gonna head out. See you, Tim. Oh, we found the Horde. I always like dispelling their buffs. I don't know if it's worth it. It's probably not. It's probably not really necessary, but I can, and therefore I feel like I have to. So these guys at least should be worth a good amount of Azurite. What do you guys think of the possibility of battlegrounds where you fight against the NPCs using island AI? Like PvP that's against AI. Is that something you guys would are looking forward to doing? Because they looked into, or they showed something at BlizzCon that suggests they're going to be adding that down the road as a PvP brawl. And I'm curious to know what how badly people actually want that, because I'm trying to imagine doing it, and I guess it depends on what the rewards are, but I don't really know. I can't really fathom being really excited to just fight a bunch of island expedition AI. I guess if there's a difficulty curve and there's like different levels of difficulty you can do, but if it's just like a random battleground, you can't really count in your teammates all that much, so you don't want it to be too challenging. WoW likes to wrap questions around riddles. It almost feels like it was something they did to kind of make it more exciting as to whether you got something, because it seems like with the Wowhead looter, it's very easy for a site like Wowhead to compile data about what mobs drop something, because the looter can see you killed this thing and this thing dropped. But when it sort of separates the rewards like that, I don't know what to do. I don't know where the invasions are. When it separates rewards out like that and puts them kind of at the end of it, maybe it does show the drop rates for stuff still, but it's harder to make solid data because you don't know exactly which thing it was that you killed that gave it to you. It's intentionally being vague about that info. I don't see any invasions. I see some Azurite. I mean, I can just pick up some Azurite, but I don't see the... Shouldn't there be like... Shouldn't there have been like an island-wide yell somewhere? I'm seeing yells in my chat from the Horde and from the NPCs that we helped. I'm gonna kill this deer. Maybe I'll get a pet from that. I'd love to BG against bots. Who wants to play against real people? I can think of a few people. You used to have arena aspirations here. I remember you talking to me years and years and years ago about, you know what, we should get back into PvP. We should queue together. We did it at least once, but what happened to the dream? It used to be Slayer Kiru. I don't know where I'm going, man. Maybe there's stuff back here. There's lots of diamond markers. Somebody lost a worm. Oh, that's Brunild's worm. Well, does Brunhild's worm have Brunhild's anti-venom or no? Because I don't know where to get it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Dragon invasion. Okay, so the horde are that way. There are dragons over back where we came from, and then there's a bunch on the south side of the island. So we can kind of go do these ones and then head south if there's time. It looks like the horde is going to finish pretty soon, so it's probably going to be... I've run the wrong way. Probably going to be just the, just this one on the coast. Might be a smarter move to like try and head south, but again, they are almost done, so they may finish this one. We may lose. Alright, here's some dragons. These are black dragons. They could drop, not the mount, but there's some transmog available. That's something. I got Scuttle on an island. We didn't kill any pirates at all, but we looted a ton of reinforced chests. According to Ahoy, Scuttle is actually just a crab drop. Like any crab mobs that you kill, crab mobs or crab rares, would have a chance to award you Scuttle. So you wouldn't necessarily need to do pirates. I'm trying to farm mounts or pets. What island expedition difficulty would you recommend? I'm not sure if I have the answer. I've been doing heroic ones because for me, assuming that it's true that things are more likely to drop in a higher difficulty, this is like a nice balance between still easy to do and get lots of them done and having that higher difficulty. But it's kind of hard to say. You can get through the normal ones a lot faster, especially if you're set up on like a twink character that's designed for them. But I think Heroic is a good balance. I don't know. Finally got the Bumbles amulet. Grats, Tasia. I would like to see a 1v1 dueling system queue. Well, aren't they adding, or did they add it and I missed it? I remember them talking about oh, I moved. Talking about like a duelers guild that was kind of a brawlers guild style thing, except that, so I don't think we're gonna make it south in time. The horde are still here. If we harass them and kill their stuff, do we have a chance to still win? Do we have a chance to still win this? Let me just dot them up. That's the guy that can heal. Because at least if we're attacking them, then they're not getting Azurite. And then we'll get some from them. And we're kind of close. Maybe we need people to distract them while we loot some extra stuff. Oh, he's bubbled and he's healing. I'd like to see Hazel do PvP pet battles. I should do maybe for next week's Friday stream, assuming that there isn't something else going on. It would be kind of fun to, if you could help me out with setting up a few more teams, because I am pretty close to the Direhorn pet that I have been kind of wanting forever and just haven't really gotten yet. So it'd be kind of cool if we could get that, if I could get that together. But I am awful at putting together my own teams and about knowing what strategies to go through. So it'd be fun if you help me out through them. I love doing islands. I spam islands to level new tunes. It's really fast. Maybe I should do that. Let's see. Should I be picking up Azurite if I'm just trying to win here? I don't know if we have time to do any of these dragons, and it's not like they give anything anyways. Maybe I should just be trying to catch up. 100 from that. We're pretty far off. They don't need that much more. Oh, this is a rotting wooden chest. This is something we actually need. This could be any of the sprites or elementals. So if we can kill this before they win, then that's at least one more chance. Oh no! They won. Alright, so I got... I got a pet! I got a pet! Oh, the very last one, too! Let's get him out. Let's get him out and let's see what he's got. I can level him up. Can give him a name. Never caught one of these live. Don't have the Direhorn bet? Not yet. Thanks, guys. We got the thistle brush, and it's an achievement. Wait a minute, what's going on here? This looks broken. I'm hearing a bug sound. I'm hearing my bug grabber tell me that there's a bug, which this looks like. But in any case, there is a pet. Thistle brush bud, also a bunch of balloons, which is nice. So let's go level that guy up. I got Littlefoot. Grass, Christina. Littlefoot. What does that one look like? Littlefoot. Oh, Littlehoof. Oh, that's why we're killing the deer. That's one of the cutest ones. That's a really good one. If you're ever behind, just kill the horde like 5 times. Name it Thunderdome. My Thistlebrush Bud. I should name my Thistlebrush Bud Thunderdome? Why? Is he really good? Should I use him for my PvP pet battle team? That's some good tea. Little Hoof. I was really surprised that they had added a pet that was called Littlefoot, because that's like a blatant, like a really blatant reference to Land Before Time. But that's like the cutest one. Congrats. So this is my character that I still have all my charms on in her bank, and I've decided to just leave her as my pet battle bank character, because you know there's a lot of charms and upgrade stones and stuff. It takes up quite a few slots, so I've stashed them over here. I have lots of those purple epic ones, so we can just kind of boost it to 25 real quick. First time I watch you live, welcome Raku. We're at the very end of the stream. We actually managed to get an island expedition pet at the very last one. So he's blue. He's got Poison Branch, Poison Lash. Let's see. Poison Branch, Poison Lash, Solar Beam, Thorns, Entangling Roots, and Sunlight. So he's probably garbage, but that's a cool name. Well, it looks like he's got lots of, so you've got sunny weather, but you can't heal. You've got lots of elemental damage. You've got lots of, like, little ticks of elemental damage. He's got a nice blue color. I like the color of him a lot. So, let's get him leveled up. Did we summon him? Thunderdome. I don't know if he looks like a Thunderdome. There he is. There he is. Okay, so that's 1 down. Still like 11 things to go, but that's all right. It's fun to see them actually drop. They will be cageable next patch, so you'll be able to buy and sell them. Oh, maybe it's cageable now. Maybe I'm crazy. Is he cageable now? Oh yeah, of course he is. Never mind, I'm confused. But that's right, because I got Scuttle and then I tried to sell it, but then I decided there was no price that I could put on my new friend. Or at least nobody wanted to pay the price that I was putting on my new friend. Ugh. All right. Grats Hazel, thanks for the expedition. Congrats again. Running islands 110 to 120 nonstop, the fastest way. I've heard that that's very good right now. Incursions should rival or be better than that in 8.1, but that's not for another 3 weeks still. Grats in the pad. Thanks, Joseph. That was a long BlizzCon wrap-up vid. I mean, it was, what, 13, 14 minutes? I don't think that's that long. Sunlight with humanoids is good? Oh, true. I didn't realize that I hadn't thought that the human racial would work with that, but I guess you're right. Isn't it about time you got beyond Thunderdome? In any case, we have made it to 5. We got a pet. We did a bunch of islands. We are successfully wrapped up here. I will be back streaming again on Tuesday morning with our Mount Run stream. And then after that, Tuesday is PC build day, so I'm sure I will be all excited and going on and on and on and on about that. I appreciate you guys watching the stream today. I will be making some more videos for next week, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.